Picture this, you're 3 days into your dream Caribbean cruise when suddenly there's a knock on your cabin door. Security officers are standing there with handcuffs and your vacation just became a nightmare. What did you do wrong? Well, stick around because I'm about to reveal the top 10 mistakes that can get you detained in a cruise ship jail or even banned for life from cruise ships. You might be thinking, is there a jail on board? Yes, cruise ship jail is a very real thing, and it is called the Brig. Generally, it is located in a restricted crew-only area, often on a lower deck. Now, cruise ships aren't floating lawless zones like some people think. They're governed by maritime law, the laws of their flag state, and the laws of whatever country they're docked in. That's a lot of legal jurisdictions to navigate, and ignorance isn't a defense. So let's break down these critical mistakes. Mistake number 1 is bringing prohibited items aboard. And this is where most people get their first taste of cruise ship security. Now you might think, oh, I read the list, I'm good. But here's what the cruise lines don't tell you clearly enough. It's not just about weapons and drugs. I've seen passengers detained for bringing surge protectors. Yes, surge protectors, because they had outlets that weren't GFCI protected. I've seen a grandmother get her knitting needles confiscated and nearly miss embarkation because they were over the allowed length. But here's the real kicker: homemade food. Bringing your aunt's famous cookies might seem innocent, but it violates health regulations. The takeaway? Read the prohibited items list 3 times, and when in doubt, leave it at home. Number 2, and this is a big one, drugs. I cannot stress this enough. Cruise lines have a zero-tolerance policy for illegal substances. That includes marijuana, even if it's legal where you live, or in a port you're visiting. I've seen people get caught with everything from a forgotten vape pen with THC residue to outright smuggling attempts. If you're caught, you'll face immediate detention and be handed over to local authorities at the next port. This isn't just a fine, it can result in serious jail time in a foreign country. Number 3, violent behavior and assault. Keep your hands to yourself. Cruising is supposed to be peaceful. Any form of physical altercation, fighting, or assault against another passenger or crew member is taken incredibly seriously. Whether it's a drunken brawl at the pool deck bar or an unprovoked attack, security will step in swiftly. They prioritize everyone's safety, and if you disrupt that, you're out, and potentially in the brig. Number 4, sexual misconduct, a grave offense. This is a very serious one. Any unwanted advances, groping or sexual assault is treated as a criminal act. Cruise lines have strict protocols, and if an allegation is made, you'll be immediately confined and handed over to the proper law enforcement agencies.
Planning to sail on board this cruise? Then make sure to check out these cruise essentials before boarding from the link below.
Number 5, extreme public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Yes, alcohol flows freely on a cruise, but there's a limit. If your drinking leads to disruptive behavior, yelling, smashing things, harassing other passengers or crew, security will intervene. They'll often give warnings. But if you persist, or if your actions jeopardize the safety of others, you can absolutely find yourself cooling off in the brig. Number 6, don't be a pirate. Stealing from other passengers, the gift shop, or trying to pull a fast one on the casino. Don't even think about it. Cruise ships are packed with cameras and watchful eyes. Theft, fraud, or any attempt to leave without paying your onboard bill will lead to detention and serious legal consequences once you hit dry land. Number 7, sneaking alcohol on board. Cruise lines make a lot of money from drink sales, so they have strict policies against bringing your own alcohol on board. While some allow a limited amount of wine or champagne, attempting to smuggle hard liquor in disguised containers is a common and often caught offense. If discovered, the alcohol will be confiscated, and repeated attempts could lead to further disciplinary action. Number 8, not attending the mandatory muster drill. This is non-negotiable. The muster drill is a crucial safety briefing designed to prepare you for an emergency. Cruise lines take it very seriously. Skipping it, even with the new digital formats, can lead to warnings and, in some cases, being denied boarding or disembarked. Number 9. Smoking vaping in non-designated areas, especially balconies. Most cruise lines have very strict smoking policies, often banning it entirely in cabins and on balconies due to fire hazards. Many people ignore this, thinking the smoke will dissipate. Not only is it a fire risk, but it's disrespectful to other guests. Violations can lead to significant fines and even disembarkation at the next port. Number 10. Disrespecting crew members or other passengers. While not always a jail offence, consistent rude, abusive or disrespectful behaviour towards crew or fellow passengers can lead to warnings, confinement to your cabin, or even disembarkation. This includes excessive noise, public arguments, or treating service staff poorly. A few more things you need to take care of. Cabin violations. These are often misunderstood by passengers. Your cabin isn't like a hotel room. It's governed by maritime safety regulations. Security had to confiscate items from cabins that violated fire safety regulations. Candles, incense, clothing irons, and even decorative items that blocked emergency equipment. One passenger was detained because they disabled their cabin's smoke detector to smoke inside. Tampering with safety equipment in your cabin is a serious violation. Moving life jackets, blocking emergency lighting, or disabling safety systems can result in immediate removal from the ship. Your cabin is also subject to inspection at any time for safety and security reasons. Refusing to allow crew access for safety inspections or maintenance is a violation of your cruise contract and maritime law. The next common one on the list is documentation issues. This can ruin your cruise before it even starts. But it can also cause problems during the cruise that passengers don't expect. Not having proper identification, having damaged passports, or having documents that don't match your booking information can all cause serious problems. But here's what most people don't know. If your legal status changes during the cruise, you need to report it. Always travel with backup identification. Make sure all your documents are current and undamaged, and understand that any legal issues that arise during your cruise can affect your ability to complete the voyage or return home. So there you have it, 12 mistakes that can turn your dream cruise into a nightmare. The common thread in all of these is that they're completely avoidable if you just use common sense and follow the rules. Remember, cruise ships aren't floating party boats where anything goes. They're complex international operations governed by multiple layers of law and regulation. Respect the rules, respect the crew, respect your fellow passengers, and you'll have an amazing time. Thanks for your time. Share it with your other cruiser friends and subscribe for more cruise videos.